Good morning. Today is June the 19th, 2026 at 5:51 a.m. in the morning. Oh, I see Leo Rojas is in the house. Oh, you've been around for a minute. We used to hang out on Facebook many years ago. Yeah, I have four different races in the family. Indian consists of Pakistan, Navajo, around Mississippi. My father was from Mississippi. Pakistan married in the family. We have Caucasian, we have Black African, and Black American. Yeah, so I support the Indians, and I'm not happy with any kind of war between Iran or anybody else, America, uh, Iraq, and all that going on. But this is biblical prophecy in a fallen nation. In biblical history, God has a history of the need to wipe out his creation, rebuild and wipe out, rebuild and wipe out. And we're just worn to shreds by it. And I say personally, if you can't keep your creation safe, pause. Don't create us anymore because issues hurt. Things hurt. We're made of weak flesh. But no bad news this morning. I'm just enjoying the pan flute played by Mr. Rokas and others. Yeah. Don't we all love to trust the sound of silence sometimes? Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, I was for prayer. I don't know if Iran and Israel still at war. I don't watch much of it unless it come across the newsfeed line. But I don't want anybody bummed on because I don't want the same thing to happen to me. When you bomb somebody, well, there's a complete and total consumption. That's not attractive. We have to pray to our God, and we gotta cry sometimes. But anyway, I'm in a good mood. I'm still unhappy about the showing of the apartment because, like I said, trying to abide by the law. 14 people that already been through here to see the apartment, and some of them that came the first time want to come back a second chance. We tenants need some kind of limit control. This is not a party. You can't be saying, well, do I want the one on 60th Street or do I want the one on 79th Street? Let's go back and see 60th Street. Let's say 60th Street is me. Well, I know you could do your own thing, but listen, you're doing your law on my rental payment. I pay rent for me to enjoy the apartment, the unit, and privacy. And when your law says open the door and let them in, will you refund my rent for the month that they need to come back and back and back? My apartment is not a museum exhibition or showcase. And these laws need to be updated because, you're just standing by as the law says to let them in. You got to stand to one side. You're in my privacy. You're in my airspace. You're walking through this space on my rent payment. Do something, amend that. Nobody should have to pay for the house mortgage or rent payment. And you legally take away our privacy. Yeah. So I'm unhappy about that today. So yesterday, the landlord boyfriend knocked on the door and said he'd come again today. So I'm going to have to contact me, a housing attorney, because you're supposed to give me at least 2 days in notice in writing that you're coming. You just can't pop up. They keep popping up. Like when you do in the evening, in the morning, whatever. And it feels like some kind of civil harassment. We need that notice to fax to somebody or send it to a loved one or something to let you know who's coming in at the house. In case a fight or something break out in here. I don't mean to be thinking negative, but it's a negative world. And you just got to go there. So just continue. See if I can get me a housing attorney to help regulate this stuff. I want my rent refunded each time you have to bring traffic through here. I don't want my piece taken out of my unit for free. All right, have a great day.